I beseech thee, O Allah, the epitome of boundless mercy and compassion, to lend an ear to my supplications and fulfill my entreaties. It is crucial to consider that individuals have adeptly integrated multiple elements that are recognized to amplify our inclination and drive to exert substantial endeavor in acquiring water. The central focus of my worship is characterized by the virtues of kindness and forgiveness. The commendable impact of the synergistic combination of sodium chloride, allium sativum, and allium cepa on gustatory perception, leading to oral dryness and heightened craving for hydrating beverages, deserves significant recognition. Given the understanding that Allah possesses ultimate power and omniscience, the following is a genuine entreaty. This prayer is presented by the supplicant as an act of devotion to the omniscient and omnipotent deity. I am eternally grateful to my teacher for her steadfast response. The teacher's ability to address the distribution of divine water resources is limited by the ordination of Allah. The compliant individual humbly articulates, I require a glass of water subsequent to my midday meal in order to restore hydration to my physiological system. I humbly implore you to lend your attention to the following expression of my religious conviction in the name of Allah. There is an optimistic anticipation that the boundless benevolence and compassion of Allah will eventually facilitate the realization of this aspiration. In consideration of the individual's endeavors, we respectfully implore Allah, the omniscient and omnipotent, to abstain from bestowing any meteorological benefits, such as precipitation in the form of rain or snow. The individual performs the act of genuflection as a gesture of reverence towards Allah, adhering to the religious customs and practices of Islam. They engage in prayer directed towards Allah, aligning themselves with the Islamic tradition. The awareness of both spirits was evidently compromised during the event mentioned earlier. The importance of maintaining a steadfast belief in the assistance of Allah while persistently seeking the sacred and transcendent cannot be overstated, as it is believed to ultimately guide individuals towards authentic spiritual enlightenment. Upon transitioning from our immediate surroundings and entering the sacred realm of the educational environment with the intention of acquiring knowledge in alignment with the divine decree, we respectfully implore Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, to grant you His benevolent favor. Indeed, it is appropriate for the individual in a submissive position to perceive the divine intervention as they undertake the audacious endeavor of self-improvement. I implore Allah to bestow upon them the comprehension and tranquility that arises from adhering to His divine decree. Individuals who possess an inherent curiosity should seek divine guidance in order to ascertain the appropriate methodology for engaging with the most merciful Allah, who serves as the paramount repository of knowledge. This approach necessitates demonstrating a level of veneration equivalent to that which would be accorded to a highly esteemed scholar. As an individual who embraces humility, I acquire knowledge and understanding through the benevolence of unfamiliar individuals and the divine power associated with the sacred name of Allah. I hope that my words have the capacity to evoke deep admiration and respect. We humbly implore Allah, who is regarded as the epitome of boundless compassion, to attentively receive our earnest supplications. It is important to bear in mind that our discussion pertains to the esteemed Prophet. The individual in question was specifically chosen by a deity, bestowed with an incomprehensible level of knowledge, and assigned the formidable duty of observing and documenting extraordinary occurrences transpiring in both celestial and earthly realms. As an ardent adherent of the esteemed Prophet Sallallahu, I earnestly pursue the sacred illumination of spiritual enlightenment while contemplating the profound doctrines he has imparted to us. I kindly request assistance in comprehending the fundamental principles that underpin radical Islam. Upon the conclusion of the requisite rituals, the dutiful servant proceeds to engage in a communication with Allah, beseeching His presence, seeking His forgiveness, and seeking guidance. I humbly implore Allah, the bestower of mercy and compassion, to guide me in alignment with His boundless wisdom. During this sacred period, I make an effort to demonstrate respect towards the beliefs of others, as Allah, who is regarded as the Most High, recognizes the significant value of this endeavor. At what point do individuals ultimately relinquish their personal agency and embrace the notion that their existence must be guided by a superior authority, particularly the divine? According to Islamic belief, Allah is regarded as the singular and supreme deity. I beseech Allah, the Supreme Being, imploring His divine guidance to elucidate the ambiguities surrounding the concept of aspiration, thereby facilitating my acquisition of further knowledge on the subject matter. Within the Islamic faith, the term Allah is utilized to refer to the venerated and supreme deity. Dear Allah, the embodiment of mercy and compassion, I respectfully implore your divine presence, boundless wisdom, and radiant illumination. As an adherent of the Islamic faith, which centers around the worship of Allah, SWT, and recognizes Him as the embodiment of utmost benevolence and compassion, it is unequivocally asserted that the response to your earnest inquiry is negative. I implore the divine entity known as Allah, whom I hold to be the epitome of boundless benevolence and empathy. I am engaging in this activity due to my conviction in its alignment with the divine will of Allah. May the blessings of Allah be upon you, granting you profound wisdom and mental acuity as you embark on the pursuit of these noble objectives. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Allah, God, for the multitude of blessings bestowed upon me. Muslims devote their entire lives to the perpetual worship of Allah, the singular and supreme deity. We implore Allah, the Most Merciful, for the cognitive capacity to engage in rational thought during the commencement of the Asad era, in order to effectively pursue our objectives. May Allah be praised, and may He bestow upon His devoted servant the gift of understanding their dream. On the following day, individuals will embark on a reflective expedition that, through divine benevolence, will expedite the manifestation of the latent sacredness inherent within them, facilitated by celestial entities. The author expresses a hopeful desire that readers will diligently engage in personal learning endeavors, and subsequently seek divine guidance and solace from God. In accordance with the divine decree of Allah, individuals are obligated to embark on independent journeys, exploring the world and seeking personal enlightenment at their own pace. I kindly implore the reader, who possesses a belief system, to contemplate the latent connotations embedded within the aforementioned statements. Individuals who demonstrate dedication towards personal growth and the acquisition of profound wisdom and discernment may find solace in the afterlife, contingent upon the will of Allah. It is strongly advised to engage in fervent prayers for divine protection when visiting notable landmarks. We earnestly implore the divine or any transcendent entity to bestow mercy upon them and bestow abundant blessings upon them. We humbly implore the Prophet of Compassion to bestow upon us wisdom and the strength to align our actions with our deeply held principles. We humbly request your forgiveness in the name of Allah, the most benevolent and the most compassionate, for presenting us with a selection among 3 unfavorable options. We humbly beseech that the divine words of Allah will serve as a guiding force towards the path of righteousness. We respectfully implore the benevolent and empathetic divine being for assistance, acknowledging our inherent limitations. Within the Islamic faith, Allah is regarded as the supreme manifestation of divinity. We, as devout followers, humbly beseech you with profound reverence, acknowledging that solely by means of your divine intervention can individuals be guided towards the captivating trajectory of Islam and attain genuine contentment.